Friday.
Guys, that step, listen, that step is too far. Time you take a step back out and you dead. He's gonna shoot you.
So, we're just gonna get you to start by looking down the camera lens and just stating your name, organization, and affiliation with the organization.
Okay. Coach Jerry Williams, head basketball coach, Newfoundland Rogues.
Today, the Newfoundland Rogues unveiled its logo, jerseys, and coaching staff. 30 nights of what's being billed as family-friendly entertainment. 30 nights of what the city hopes will be booming business downtown.
There is a lot of value to a professional franchise in the province.
We're very pleased with it, very pleased with the local ownership.
We invite everybody to come with us as we join the hunt for our first professional basketball championship for the province.
Rogues! We have a chance to do something so special.
This is not about me winning. It's about your future. I love every one of you guys. It's hard for me to be mad at y'all. We win or we go home. It's no in between. That TV, I don't care. I was coaching for the Jacksonville Giants. You know, it was my 5th championship in a row with the Giants, and I just felt like I needed something different, needed a new challenge, you know, playing a better league. So I sent Tony an email. Within 10 minutes, Tony called me back. Things went well. Then they introduced me at the league meeting saying, to show you how serious these guys are, they hired Jacksonville Giants head coach Jerry Williams, and the rest is history.
Thank you all for having me. I was literally at the beach 2 days ago. Now I'm in Newfoundland.
First year to the third year is night and day. The first year I brought a lot of guys who I personally saw play. I brought a lot of good guys in here, and as you can see, the first 6 games we played, we won. COVID hit and it hurt us. It hurt us a lot. The next year in the TBL, I listened to a lot of people, brought some players in that didn't actually fit my style of play. If I haven't seen the guy play, he will not come here. And that's when me and Tony hit the road, go to Vegas. We sat out there for 2 weeks, and you know, we saw a lot of players out in Vegas, and a handful of them are here right now.
My name is Shawndarius Cowart.
Marquis Collins.
Daniel Fuchs.
Armani Cheney.
Trey Adams.
Omega Harris.
Anthony Otley Jr.
Danny Gordon.
Jose Handed.
Adrian Mike.
Lewis Djonkam. Kingsley De Silva. Nick Thomas.
Robert Hobson.
Yerk Lazard.
As you guys know, the league has already started, right? So we're playing catch up. It's Rogues way. That's the life of a Rogue. I'm just getting used to it. Everybody wants to win. First year league. Every team wants to win. They played 4 games already. 10 people just got cut. I get an email every day. This person was released. KW released this person. London released this person. 4 games. 10 people just got released. Everything you've done in the past will not keep you here. It's a new day, new production, new team, new coach, new staff. It's part of it, guys. It's part of it. Now, when we're off the court, I'm cool as a fan. But when it's my time in here, this is my time, this is my gym. This is the time for us to get you guys prepared for your time. Your time is a game. That's not my time anymore. My time is here, right now. When Austin gets here, his time will be here as well, the assistant coach. But at the end of the day, man, I don't need you guys wasting my time. You're gonna hit the door. I'm telling you, I'm not dealing with it this year. It's going to be time. I played basketball before, so I understand how it's gonna get heated in here. One day you're gonna win. One day you're gonna win. Y'all gonna be on that bus not talking to each other. It's going to happen. Line up behind Trey, please. Guys, we're doing the tilt drill. Line up this way. This way, fellas. Trey, turn around. All you gonna do is push the ball up.
Come on. I like it. Hey, come on.
Get it out the way. Get it out the way. I knew I wanted Armani and Marquis back. And I said I have to build around them too. So that was my whole plan, getting guys in that could shoot the basketball when Armani's going to the cup and guys come in on him, they could kick it out to him and they can knock it down. The same with Marquis. He uses his body and size a lot to score down low, but he's more comfortable shooting the three and he could really do that. Anytime he scores, stop. Okay.
Keep going, man! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I remember the last play.
I love that. Hey, look, we 2-0. We just getting started. We love this too much. Hey, that's okay. I forgot.
For the first day, it's pretty good. Some of you guys missing a lot of shots, man. You're missing layups and stuff like that. It's only because you're getting your legs back up under you. Trust me, I see it. So I'm not going to send somebody home just because they missed one layup. I mean, I understand. Once you get your legs back up under it, those shots are going to start falling. You're going to start getting more rebounds and things that's going to happen. But at the end of the day, we got what? 14 people in here? 13, 14 people? Can't keep everybody. It's part of the business, guys. It's part of the business. It's a sad part of the business, but we can only have a certain amount of players, so I can't keep everybody. Tomorrow when we get here, it's going to be a long day. We got media day tomorrow, right? So whoever needs cuts, whatever y'all got to do, we got media day tomorrow. We're going to be in that room for 3 straight hours. Pictures, laughing, just freestyling. You guys doing great, man. We just got to keep working. You can't get discouraged because somebody didn't box out or somebody didn't do that. All that stuff is going to come with time. Once you guys start learning each other. I know for a fact this man can hit 3 after 3 after 3. He's did it against me. So when he's missing those shots, those are great shots. He just got to get his legs up under him. That's all. I want him to shoot them every single time. Every time. I want him to shoot them. Anybody? Everybody good? All right, let's go. Lead us not temptation, but deliver us from evil. God is the King, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Yo, we gonna go Rogues on 3, 2 claps, and a woo on 6. Y'all got it?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Rogues.
4, 5, 6. Just keep it by 1, but all you needed was 50.
That's all that love to be here, bro. In this position, feel me? Then cut out a whole bunch of sacrifice with a whole bunch of just to be in this stuff. I don't nobody care about that, bro. You gotta think, bro. Don't nobody care about the time. Think the game. At the end of the day, basketball is what? 80% mental, bro. All the other time, it's hard work. That shit business, bro. You gotta think the game. This is day 2. Y'all left me a whole week of training camp like me last year. Could have been first day. Come on, feel me? We gotta lock in, bro. Real shit.
All we're doing tomorrow is playing, okay? Tomorrow, cut day. You gotta come in ready to play. You gotta come in ready to play. I'm just telling you now, some of you are gonna hear from your agents. I'm just letting you know. Come in here ready to play. 1 shot is not gonna get you cut. 2 shots is gonna get you cut. 3 shots is gonna get you cut. The way you carry yourself after you miss those 1, 2, 3, get your ass at home. Pick your teammates up. Does everybody understand that? We're gonna make mistakes. Everyone is going to make mistakes, guys. Make sure you pick them up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the hood. Good work, boys. Good work.
Sometimes, whether guys know this or not, people don't understand this. Some guys just can't play. They can't gel. They can't mesh together. And that's when a good coach can come in and say, well, I know I got 7 all-stars on this team, but I'm going to make each one of them play for the other person. That's when you're coaching. Talent-wise, all these kids got talent. They all have talent. They all could shoot. They all could jump. They all could do all these things. But the intangibles of getting them to understand how to play together, that takes a skill. You know, and for me, I knew our money would lead this team. I knew Marquis was going to be on this team. So I needed guys that could come in and fit around them. Not come in and take over, just come in and fit around those 2 guys, because those are the 2 I wanted to build my team around.
The Newfoundland Rogues is returning to the court, this time in the Basketball Super League.
So we invite everybody to come with us as we join the hunt for our first professional basketball championship for the province.
Well, basketball is back at the Mary Brown Center. The Newfoundland Rogues are just warming up here for the start of their 3rd season. I'm Jeremy Eaton, I'm live.
So here we go at the Mary Brown Center. Collins now driving in. There's Trey with the big with stuff. Gets the fans on their feet.
The beginning of the season, Jamestown Jackal, it was a good eye-opener for us. So I found out a lot of things about a lot of guys during that time, but it was much needed. Those type games are really much needed at the beginning of the season.
And just like that, the Newfoundland Rogues have won their first basketball game of 2024. A massive win for the Rogues here at home.
When I knew KW was coming in, I knew Lightfoot was going to be there, Lee was going to be there. Those are some heavy hitters. Yeah, I was confident, man, especially because Will was here at the time, and he spreads the floor so much because he could shoot the 3. And, you know, he could rebound and block shots. So I know how good he is around the rim. Before that, when Lightfoot then was there, I was like, man, we just got to have somebody that's going to play hard, somebody that's going to play with the right mentality to say no matter what the situation is, if we play together, we can win.
Score, the Newfoundland Rogues' undefeated season comes to an end here.
The first game they beat us, and I came in the locker room and I told the guys we will win this series because of how hard you just played. We didn't get the win now, but we'll get it later, and we won the series the next 2 games.
Slowing it down, taking the time. Cheney, Djonkam, up in! Lewis Djonkam! The Newfoundland Rogues getting a standing ovation from the fans here at the Mary Brown Center.
Nick, this was one of the most exciting games we've ever had the opportunity to call. I truly believe that.
The Newfoundland Rogues once again picking up the victory over the KW.
You never know. Guys get tickets to come, get to the airport. All flights are grounded. You can't go in, you can't come out, and you know it's a hard thing to deal with for any sport that's here because it's out of your hands. It's nothing you can do. You can't just get on a car or get on a bus and drive. You know, you have to wait for those guys to fly in from wherever they're flying from. But at the end of the day, those are the things that we deal with. Those are the situations that we have to deal with because it's all you never know.
I'm trying to get some. I got to
Anytime you go on the road, it's a dogfight.
we feel it a lot on the road, and it shows because we have sometimes we just have no energy to play. And as much as I try to, get onto the guys and push them and yell and, we're a better team than this and this, I have to understand because I've done it. I played before. I've traveled a lot, and I understand, like, man, I'm just tired. Like, I'm mentally and physically tired, but that's part of being a pro. So we just got to figure out, I got to do a better job of figuring out how we can make the road better, and we got to do a better job as an organization to see. I don't know if we leave 2 days before, we leave a day before. I don't know, but we got to figure something out.
Got a fantastic crowd here tonight, Nick, and I expect that they will get loud for their beloved Rogues.
I coached in the TBL last year, so I saw it firsthand. I know it's some good players and good teams in the TBL, so you can't take these guys lightly. So for me, if a guy puts on a uniform and comes in to play the Rogues, I'm treating it the same way as if it's an NBA team, a G League team. It doesn't matter to me because I know for a fact if you don't show up against those TBL teams, you will lose. And that's something that none of us wants to do in this league is lose to those teams. But every team has lost to a TBL team but us this year.
That could change all in one quarter as Daniel Fu gets his first bucket.
I was coaching the All-Star game, and I won't say the player name, but I asked him, do you want to play because y'all have a game tomorrow? He said, oh, it's a TBL team. They lost. You got to take it serious, man. You got to take it serious. There's no way around it. You can't take any team for granted because they want to beat you just as much as anything to try to get a job in this league. They're trying to prove a point. They're coming in a job interview. So they're going to play hard. They're going to do anything that they could possibly do to say for a coach to ask them, do you want to come play for my team? And that's what it is.
The Newfoundland Rogues are feeling happy here, 129 to 121.
And they'll just hold it off. So that will be your East champions, the Albany Patroons, moving on to the Final Four.
When we was going to the playoffs, a lot of people do not understand. I had 5 players playing against Albany. 2 of them was hurt. The whole team was diminished almost. Our money stuck around the whole time. Marquis stuck around and finished the season. But we had guys leave. We had guys have death in the families. Like all that stuff happened. So we didn't have a whole team. And Albany's a good team, and they took full advantage of it. Trust me. So in the back of my mind all summer, I'm telling Tony, we got to put Albany on the schedule. Like no matter what, we got to put them on the schedule because I wanted them to see what it's like coming here to play a role with a full team.
16 to 94, the Newfoundland Rogues sweep the Albany Patroons.
Backside rotate. Green. What is that? Green. Help us. Green. Green. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good job. Who and 1. Great job, guys. Great job. One time, guys. One time. Let's go. Set it up. Set it up. We had already previously played them on the road. So that was one of our road wins against them. It was a last second shot. We won it road. Good guy. We finally got a road victory, right? So then when they came in, I felt confident enough to know that we could beat this team, right? That's what I'm saying to myself. I'm telling the guys we could beat them. We win the first game.
Win a massive game over the Montreal Tundra.
But basketball wasn't the only action on the court. Montreal head coach Damian Buckley was ejected near the end of the game and took out his anger.
Second game, we're up pretty good, and a chain of events happened. Marquis gets kicked out of the game.
Some action here. Marquis Collins.
Potentially.
Hold on, here we go. Marquis
Things happen. The players that got kicked out the first game and the coach that got kicked out the first game against Montreal,
was coaching the next day like it was like nothing happened. So mentally, these guys is just, you know, they're like, well, what is going on? Like, so they can just do anything and nothing happens to the, you know, it is what it is. So Marquis ends up getting kicked out the game. It was a domino effect, and we never recovered from it.
Second time that the Rogues have lost at home this
The next
season.
game we played, and it was just like, we had no energy, no effort, no authority to try to win. It was just like we were just out there. Like our eyes were just big, and it was just, for me, I couldn't understand it because I know we're a better team than them. But we just didn't play well. We didn't play well against them at all that third game. And from third quarter of the second game to the last game, we just didn't play good basketball.
Leo Davis there, that is incredibly disrespectful.
It is, Nick, and everybody knows that.
Yeah, things got a little heated at the end of the game yesterday between Montreal and Newfoundland. There was a tussle involving the Rogues' Armani Cheney. A few punches were thrown before cooler heads prevailed, but the damage was done. Montreal downed the home squad 138 to 127. The Tundra took 2 games in the 3-game series. Despite back-to-back losses, the Rogues still sit in 3rd place. The team will take a short break before hosting the Rhode Island Kraken at the Mary Brown Center on Thursday.
What do you think it means for Canadian basketball in general to have the system underneath to be able to support the growth of the game, not only just at the professional level, but down through youth levels?
Yeah, I mean, it's very important because the guys have goals. You know, they could say, okay, if I'm not ready to go in the G League or the NBA yet, I could go play for Newfoundland, I could go play for London, I could go play for Kitchener. Basketball is really growing in Canada. Like, I think it's the fastest growing sport across the world right now. The kids they're playing it more now than they've ever played it before. Gyms are packed all over the country, so therefore it's a good thing, man, for a kid that goes to school here and says, one day I want to grow up and play for the Rogues. It's no feeling like it. You know, it's no feeling like the guy could say I could be a hometown guy and play for the Rogues. Like Daniel Fu, like when we first came the first year, I didn't know Fu. I think he was in school, but then the next year for him to have a goal to say, I'm going to make this team. I'm going to show coach that I could play on this team, because he was a practice player at one point. And he just kept pushing and kept pushing, really showing the fact that he could play basketball, and I'm proud of him for it.
The Newfoundland Rogues taking their talents on the road. Their biggest set of games in team history coming up over the next week.
Boys got lucky today, man. I'm sparing them.
Simple as possible. I drew the play up and I got lined up here, 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 and here. How? I put this in right in. I put it there. That's it. It's TV. I don't care. This is not about me winning. It's about your future. That's what this is about. I love every one of you guys. It's hard for me to be mad at y'all. It's very hard for me to literally say I'm mad. I could be upset, but it's hard for me to look at Will, look at Lou, look at Rob and say, okay, no, I could never do it because I love you guys too much. I could never do it. I don't know what it is, but I can't do it this year. I can't be mad at you guys. I genuinely like you guys as people. The basketball. Chris Finch won championship with him my first year, head coach of Timberwolves. Nick Nurse, on player of the year, he coach of the year, the same year. Head coach for Philly. Won championship with Toronto. I burned the bridges with them being me, knowing it all. Don't want to listen. I know more than you know.
All this stuff matter, guys. Even with your business that you're running and everything else that you're gonna do in life besides basketball, because all this is gonna stop at one point. Some of you guys have kids that need to eat. They don't want to hear excuses. They're hungry. Daddy, I need food. They're hungry. Some of you guys don't have kids, so you don't understand what I'm saying, but for the guys that do, for the guys that's gonna have kids in the future, you have to understand, guys, like when you have that baby or have that wife, you're dedicating yourself to them. That's all that counts is them. Nothing else matters. My mom worked 3 jobs to provide for us. She never missed a game, but she told us straight up, if you don't get a scholarship, you can't go to college. I was 12 years old when she told us that. 12. All of us went to college and graduated. She didn't pay a dime for it. Because she let us know off rip, if you don't go to college, your ass will be working. And I can't afford to send y'all to college. I know you guys don't want to hear this, man. I know you don't. Like, I get it. I understand. Like, Coach always talking. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but I'm only saying it to help you. And I can sit here and even with whatever, we can go in my office right now and I can put the game on and I can bash everybody in here about what happened in the last 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, from me to Austin, from you. Everybody in here, I can bash all of us. What's the point? What the is the point? It's not going to change the outcome of what happened. Sudbury is probably, right now, with the talent that they have on paper, is probably the best team that we played all year. I'm telling you, with the talent that they have, they just can't get it together right now. They're figuring it out. Talent-wise, they're pretty good, guys. They're pretty good. But guess what? So are we. So are we.
And for the second straight year, members of the Newfoundland Rogues offered up a basketball clinic in Shawndarius. It's a big win for the Eagles, who officially formed last year as the first ever basketball team at the Shawndarius Innu School. The Rogues sent coach Jerry Williams along with some players to the big
Great job, guys. Great job. Great job.
One foot in the circle, Tone.
He was like this. Yeah. I thought he's regular.
All right, fool. Hey, what you on, bro? I'm gonna pull up. All right. Jeep Wranglers.
We got to switch our focus over, guys, and prepare ourselves for playoff basketball. So that's what we're headed into right now. These 3 games are playoff games. It's no, coach, my bad. Listen, it's playoff basketball. If we take the 3 games, we're in the playoffs. You look at the Sudbury game. We didn't do anything different the second half we did the first half. You know, the only thing that we did different was we missed some shots. I'm watching it over and over and over, and I'm looking for Monday to do something crazy. I'm looking for something. Nobody cried, even when they took the lead. Everybody just was level-headed. Y'all knew what we had to do, and you came out and you got it done. That's us in a nutshell, guys. I'm just looking for something. We got to do this better. Guys, you played a perfect game, even in adversity, which even made it even more perfect, because you fought through it and you figured it out. Yes, did we go drop a game the next day? Yes, we did. Okay, we did. We know what we went through. We understand that situation. Should we have won? Yes, so what? Okay, we did. Nothing we could do about it. The only thing that we could do right now is take care of these 3 games that we have in front of us, because that's the only thing we could control. And guess what? Bad weather's supposed to be coming tomorrow. It's always something, right? That's Rose's life, guys. That's our life. That's the life we was dealt, the cards we was dealt. All you Uno players out here, when you get a bad hand, you just quit, you still play? Throw the reverse. Guys, I miss you guys, man. I miss being around y'all, man. Honestly speaking, I just want what's best for us. I know it's not gonna be easy. I know that. But let's do it, man. Let's do it. We're gonna come in, we're gonna work today, we're gonna get some work in.
So you guys know, let's just take care of business now.
Let's do it, fellas. Rogues on 3. 1, 2, 3. Roll. We got Miss Potato. Everybody, somebody send it to Ollie. For whatever reason, he don't get my messages. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. Because you're in it. You're in my group chat. So I don't know why. Coach.
The energy that we brought last week and today is exactly the energy we need for the rest of the year, so keep that going. Say less.
Great work, guys. Rogues on 3. 1, 2, 3. Roll. 4, 5, 6.
ESL TV, we have a fantastic matchup for you here tonight as the Sudbury 5 make their first trip to the Rock to take on the Newfoundland Rogues.
We're gonna have a great day today, man. Sudbury 5 gonna come out and get the win. Rogues, good luck today. Hopefully y'all come out and play hard. We'll be ready for you. Let's go, baby.
Here we go, folks, underway. Will Brown on
Well, it was a do or die situation. The guys knew. I said, listen, we got 6 games left. We need to get 4 out of the 6. That's the plan. Win the series against both teams, right? We had previously just beat Sudbury at their place. The first game we played Sudbury, they beat us by 1. You know, it was a really good game. They was up 17. We came back, took the lead, blah, blah, blah. They ended up winning that game by 1. So I always felt confident enough to know that we could beat Sudbury. I knew that we could beat them, right? So then we went there and won. Then they came here, we won the first game, and the guys just relaxed a little bit. They just relaxed a little bit too much because when you got 2 of the top scoring teams in the league that's trading baskets, you can't do that in this league. Somebody has to take off because at the end of the day, it will be a missed free throw, a mixed box out, or missed layup that's gonna put the other team over. So we was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then they ended up getting 2 buckets at the end to win the game. What was it, 133 to 137? You score 133 points, you're supposed to win the game. We didn't get the stops that we needed. Then came back the next game, took the victory, and we felt good about it.
The season series is over. The Newfoundland Rogues have defeated the Sudbury 5.
They came into this game knowing that they needed the victory, they needed the series victory, and they came out and they did just that. Jerry Williams had one thing on his mind, and it was to get the W.
They have put themselves in pole position at making that last playoff spot.
April 28th, y'all know where to be at, right here in the Mary Brown Center. Rogues versus Lightning, we here. See you later.
Don't miss it. We knew that we could take the victory against London as well. We knew that we could come in against them if they came here, if they showed up, that we could get 2 out of the 3 games. We just knew it.
The Newfoundland Rogues keep their season alive and win at the Mary Brown's Center. The moment, Collins. 3 is off, and that will do it. It will all come down to tomorrow night.
You could make the case that it's the biggest game in Rogues history.
What is one last message you'd like to send out before the regular season comes to an end?
We're not going home. Go Rogues.
Here we go. The Newfoundland Rogues are going to the Basketball Super League playoffs. The Newfoundland Rogues have done it in the first BSL season.
We did.
Coach Austin, from day 1 till now, getting into the playoffs, what's your assessment of it all?
Man, I'm so proud of these guys. The growth that we've seen, you know, every member of the team has seen individually, and also how we've come together as a group. We certainly have a lot to be proud of. You know, it was really great that we kept the team together for the most part throughout the whole year because we have some really great chemistry now. Guys know each other's tendencies, you know, they know the coach's expectations and all that kind of stuff. But just the growth in maturity, attitude, and just how we've come together has been really beautiful to watch. We really appreciate you guys showing up for us. We're going to continue to give our all. We're on a quest for a championship. We want to represent this island as best we possibly can, and we would really appreciate your continued support in that quest.
Go Rogues.
I know you can't stand it. Yeah. I already know.
Guys, that step, listen, that step is too far. Time you take a step back out and you're dead. He's gonna shoot you.
You guys ended up making the playoffs, the big celebration, but that was only the start of the hard work. And you guys found that out, I guess, pretty well when you guys went to Kitchener for round 1 of the BSL playoffs. This is where the current state we are at right now, as we are filming this. What is the reaction afterwards?
Well, we played them 4 or 5 times throughout the year. So I know them, they know us. I knew for a fact if we controlled the boards against them, because they rebound the ball a lot, they attack the rim a lot and get offensive rebounds, we will be fine. Never in life would I think that we could go on the road and not score. It was something that I just couldn't put my mind around. I knew the Friday game, the first game, we absolutely had to get that because I knew Sunday was almost be impossible to get. I knew that. So when we just didn't show up offensively on Friday, I was scratching my head. You know, I'm trying to watch the film and see like what's going on. We was missing layup after layup. I'm sure you was watching the game. Free throws. We missing wide open shots after wide open shot. It's just things couldn't fall for us. So in my mind, I say there's no way we could play like that again. It's no way we could play that poorly on offense because they only scored 109 points. So and we didn't even score 100. You know, we scored 86 or something like that. So in my head, I'm like, all right, we'll play better the next game, but we still have to control the boards. The game that they played well, that they didn't play that well and we couldn't score, they had 24 offensive rebounds. So the game plan was out the window. You know why? Because guys was getting mentally because they couldn't score, so they wasn't concentrating on the other end. It all goes hand in hand together with each other, right? So, okay, next game we got to do the same thing, control the boards, make our shots, concentrate on our free throws. We'll be fine, right? We finally control the boards. We out-rebound them on offensive rebounds. We out-rebound them total for the game. Still couldn't score. 2 games in a row. Missed 10 free throws. We're the best free throw shooting team in the league for a reason. Those games hardly ever happen for us. And for it to happen back-to-back, it had me scratching my head until this point right now. And, you know, I'm digging in the film. I'm watching the film. I'm seeing what's going on. And for me, it's just the effort and to be able to concentrate on the task at hand and stop thinking about other things, you know, because when I see guys go up, grown men, professional players miss layups, it bothers me a little bit because you're not doing something right. Like my kids make layups all the time, you know. So for me, I just felt like we wasn't concentrating and we let our bad defense and our bad rebounding determine our offense as well. And it was all a domino effect, man. So now we just got to come out, take one game at a time, concentrate on the task at hand. Continue to control the boards, play with effort, get all the 50-50 balls, and make layups. They're layups. Make them. Make your free throws like we've always done, and we'll come out with a victory. But everyone has to be on the same page with that.
The Rogues didn't have its head coach, Jerry Williams, who had to leave the country for a family emergency, leaving assistant coach Austin Chambers to lead the team.
In high school, I was like a really shy, quiet guy. I'm starting, I'm the leading scorer. You know, my teammate swings me the ball, and, you know, again, I'm feeling real confident, I'm playing well, so I decided I'm just going to go by the guy that's in front of me. So I rip to go by him, I get past him, and then I feel like he tripped me, and I feel like a kick in my heel. My teammates held me up, and then I'm just like, oh, because the lower half of my right leg is completely numb. So I go to the hospital, doctor looks at me, checks on my foot, and he says, you've completely torn your Achilles tendon. You have about 9 months of recovery. Even after those 9 months, it's probably still not going to feel the same. So I was devastated at this time. My dad, he's like my #1 fan because he knows how hard I worked. He's like, don't worry, we're going to get back in the gym as soon as you're good, we're going to blah, 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 you're going to still conscious if you want to. And like, as he's saying these things to me, I'm still kind of like looking at the doctor, and I can see in his eyes, he's kind of like looking at my dad like, don't promise him those things. One person, he was like, Dan, you heard what happened to Austin? Well, he had a great career, I guess. Had a great career. My aunt, she asked me specifically, she's like, so, what are you gonna do now? Like, what's your plans? And I was like, as soon as this heals up, I'm gonna get back in the gym, I'm gonna rehab, I'm gonna try to, still try to get on a university team. And she says to me, Austin, I think it's time to be realistic now. My aunt said this. I vowed to myself in that time. I said, I'm gonna prove all those people wrong. I don't give a how I do it. I'm going to play college basketball, and I'm gonna get a scholarship. I'm angry. I'm angry that nothing is going my way. But then I start to turn this anger into motivation. So fast forward now to late July. This guy walks into the gym that I work out at home. And he's telling me about his school and stuff, and then I asked him, I was like, do you think your coach might have a spot for me? Long story short, I made that team. So my 3rd year now, I'm starting. So I start every single game. At the end of the year now, at the athletic banquet, my head coach now, he starts talking about me. And he ends the speech with, this university needs more athletes like Austin Chambers. I was so proud. So proud. Just like how we are so proud of all the obstacles we overcame this year. We had to beat Sudbury in a series to have a chance at the playoffs. Then we had to beat London the week after to make the playoffs, a team that we hadn't beaten all year. Actually, we hadn't beaten them in the history of the Rogues. And we did it. We overcame some crazy odds. And we did it. We made playoffs. I got everything that I really wanted. But then my dumb, this is what I did. As soon as I got everything that I wanted my entire career, I started thinking, what's next? What am I going to be doing in 3 years? That doesn't make any sense, but that's what I did. And that team that was on my 4th year, we made it to the semifinals. But I can't help but think, if I had continued on the same course that I was on that got me so far in my career, could we have made the finals? But how I feel about that doesn't mean because I didn't see it through. And I regret that to this day. And I don't want that to happen to us as a collective. We fought through so much all year to get here. We're living it. Not even this season. From when you guys were kids, you guys wanted to be pro basketball players. You wanted to be in playoffs. You wanted to be competing for a championship. Guys, you're living the dream. When you start doing that, okay, next year and 2 years from now, you're wasting the moment. When your career's done, it will eventually end. You're gonna look back and be like, damn, I wish I had done this. I should have cherished this moment more. I should have given my all here. So when we go out tonight, I want you guys to keep that in mind. How do you want to remember your career? How do you want to remember this moment? We have a chance to do something so special. So special. And we're fully capable. Because at the end of the day, the moments that you guys remember the most are the moments that you overcame crazy obstacles. And we're down 0-2, #1 seed. This would be a crazy memory if we come back from this. Bring it in. Let's get this one tonight, guys. Let's go, boys.
We're going to take 1, 2, 3.
128 to 115 and winning the series 3-0.
I mean, just to let you guys know, we can't thank you enough for the support that you're giving this team. You know, it's night and day compared to 3 years ago when we first started this thing, and it's growing every single game. Like it's showing that you guys are really showing up for us, and we appreciate it. And you know, a lot of people reach out on social media to us as well, and just doing a lot of motivational things when we're on the road and after a loss or whatever. And I come back to the room and I'm looking at my social media and guys, coach, just calm down, we'll get it next game. Coach, just calm down, we'll get it next game. Coach, just come back to the island, we got you. It shows that these fans care, and it shows that they want to support this team. So just keep coming out, supporting, and let's set goals together. This year we made the playoffs, but at the end of the day, next year we got something to reach forward for. We got something to look forward for and try to push to get past wherever we end up this year.